Hey there, this is Gabriel. I'm product manager for Runner SaaS at GitLab, and I want to give you a quick walkthrough of our direction page updates that we did in June. Just to give you a small recap of what Runner SaaS is again, we are the group responsible for hosting all of the runners on GitLab.com. Currently, our portfolio includes SaaS runners on Linux, GPU-enabled runners, SaaS runners on macOS, and also SaaS runners on Windows. Our one-year plan is the primary focus is closing some critical competitive gaps with other hosted solutions, and ultimately achieving best-in-class CI/CD build speed into our overarching goal of world-class DevSecOps experience. For that, recently we have completed GPU-enabled runners. We are adding more powerful compute types to SaaS runners on Linux. We have recently upsized all of our Linux runners. So the small runners are now 2 vCPU, medium runners are from 2 to 4 vCPU, and the large runners are now running on 8 vCPU. Also, we have just in this last release updated the storage for Linux runners. So the medium and large runners are now running on 50 gigabytes and 100 gigabytes storage respectively, targeting all of the folks of you who are building more or bigger applications that sometimes ran out of storage on SaaS runners. And also we are looking to move our macOS offering and Windows runners to general availability. Currently, what's next for us is we want to build on top of the more powerful compute types. So we are currently developing an XL and 2XL Linux runner. That's super exciting for larger applications. And they should come with 16 vCPU and 32 vCPU respectively. So that's going to be super nice. Also, if you followed us in our work, we've just released our macOS runners on Apple Silicon recently with up to 3 times the performance, which is amazing, and we've gotten really great feedback, and we're continuing to work on that. One big thing we're currently working on is the whole image update strategy to put out there new macOS images as soon as possible. One will also be the Ventura image that we're hopefully releasing as soon as possible. And some of you are waiting for that as well. But meaning we are also putting efforts into releasing them more continuously. And there will also be a latest version or latest image that allows for, if you have a lot of dependency in Homebrew, for example, that you need to update all of the time, you should then have the latest components all the time at your hands, ultimately reducing your build time. So that's going to be super exciting. And in the next iteration, what we are also doing is supporting our GitLab steps. You might not have heard of it. It's part of the CI/CD components catalogs, which allows you to process any GitLab events basically and have a more building block way. If you're interested in that, feel free to check out GitLab steps and what's coming there. And our efforts to that is to support a running environment to run these GitLab steps. Yeah, I've already talked about what we're currently working on. That's about it. I've also updated the whole best-in-class landscape and our competitive solutions. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And yeah, thank you for listening.